Hi, everybody. One of the questions I get asked mostly is how to resin rocks. What do you use? And I was very intimidated when I first started using it, but it's really pretty easy once you get the hang of it. So you measure equal parts resin and hardener. I'm scraping it all out here because the more you get out, the easier it is to clean your little measuring cup when you're done. And measure equal amounts of both the resin and hardener. And I'm just getting some rubbing alcohol and some paper towel to clean up my measuring cup. And stir the mixture for 3 minutes. I'm using Art Resin brand. Wipe off my palette knife that I use for my stir stick. And I usually start with the bottom of the rock. Just apply a thin layer all around, massaging it in, nice thin coat. I really rub it in to get if your rock has any pits in it, so it gets right in there. Massage it all around, spreading it out evenly. Looking around for any spots I might have missed, and then I'm putting it inside a shoebox that has a nail bed, some nails in a piece of wood. Onto a smaller rock, same procedure. Just adding a little bit extra on the top of this one, smoothing it out so I don't get any runs. And a little goes a long way. When I first started doing this, I used way too much and I kept getting drips. So really you just need to dip a couple fingers in and that's it. I need to find some smaller gloves. These ones are way too big. And I had some extra resin, just a little bit left over, so I made some homemade rocks and I'm just gonna apply it on the raw rock. That way the paint doesn't absorb into the rock as much and I use up what resin I had left. There's my nail bed in the shoebox. The one rock was a little bit tall, so I had to prop up the lid so it didn't touch it. And just gonna pop some air bubbles with the heat gun. Just keep the gun moving. Don't get too close. And just takes a few seconds, 30 seconds. If you look close enough when you're doing this, you can see the bubbles popping. And make sure your shoebox is free of any dust, otherwise you'll be blowing it all over and you'll ruin your coating. So I'm just gonna clean the dish that I stirred the resin in with some rubbing alcohol and paper towel. I'm just holding it with a piece of paper towel because I've already taken my gloves off. Then I wait about 10 minutes. I walk away, and then when I come back, I just look below to see if there's any drips. There's not here, but you just wipe them away if there is. But once you use this brush, it's gonna harden and it's useless after this pretty much. So just throw it away. So use an old brush. Okay, so it's the next day and It's been at least 12 hours. And we'll just pop them off the nails. That's just the raw rock. The smaller Life's a Beach. I'll post this later on my Instagram. And I'm just putting them on a rack to fully cure. I like to let them sit for at least 3 days. This was one I found on Instagram that I really liked, and I just changed it a little bit. And there is one little nail scuff. I'll just touch it up with a little dab of black paint to fix that. And this one was from Rachel's Rocks tutorials that I did. I used an airbrush to do the background. This one doesn't have any nail holes marks. So yeah, Rachel has great tutorials. And that's it, we're all done. Look how shiny that is, it's great. All right, thanks for watching.